Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pro Evo Master League full manual with Chelsea after leaving Crystal Palace, who I'm not too sure. How did Crystal Palace get on in their first game? They lost 1-0 to somebody because they're down in 15th position. So we'll be keeping an eye on them throughout the year to see how they get on and see how they are doing. But we've got to focus on Chelsea. So if you're enjoying the series, please do leave a like, subscribe. We're like 200 people away from 5,000 subscribers. And if we hit 5,000 subscribers before the 4th of April, then I'll be doing a big giveaway on the channel, and there'll be plenty more videos to come. So leave a like, and if we hit, I don't know, 30, 40 likes on this one, then we'll do a double upload day very soon. How about that? There's an incentive for you. So let's have a look at where we left it. Not too much has changed, to be honest, since we left it. We've got a few more bids in for a couple of people, and Camacho, we're trying to get a bit more money out of Celtic to see what happens there. But we do have Everton up next, and then transfer deadline day, which is always good fun, isn't it? There we go, Everton and then deadline day to see what happens. So let's go and have a look, see what sort of players are up for this and who isn't and who is, and etc for this game. So Kepa looks okay, but Ramsdale's blew up. I'm going to give Ramsdale a go, I think, because new manager, you've got to give everyone a chance, haven't you? You've got to give everyone a chance. So Ramsdale can come in for an appearance. Reece James at right back looks good. I'm mainly looking at form arrows to start with. So what's Azpilicueta? He's listed as a defensive fullback, which wouldn't really suit us too well. I like my my midfielders to be quite attacking. Kai Havertz, I'd like to give a run out at some point. We might put him on the bench for today because Eze is not loving life, so Eze can come out. We've got Marlon. Marlon's going to get a start ahead of Gabriel Barbosa today. And I'm going to start Abraham over Werner. Werner had a shocker in the last game. If you haven't seen it, there'll be a link in the top corner. Go and have a look and see what you get. So Jorginho is going to come in to replace Kante. And I think Jorginho actually prefers to be a holding midfielder. So this could give us a new sort of element in there as an orchestrator. Kovacevic box to box. So Kovacevic should be pushing up and getting forward. So Marlon, Abraham, Hudson-Odoi, who's up for the game, Mount, Kovacic, Jorginho, Rudiger, Christensen, James, Chilwell, and Ramsdale in goal. Now, Kante is going to be completely dropped for this one. We will put Azpilicueta on the bench. I think that's about it, really. I mean, it's such a bloated squad for what I prefer on Pro Evo, but that's just the way it is. That's just what we've inherited at the moment, I would say. As Tomori, I put him in instead of Christensen last time. He is on a bit of a better. We'll give Tomori a back-to-back run of games just to give him a chance. There's Everton. Players is in goal, so a name that hasn't quite come over. Kenny, Holgate, Godfrey, Digne, Allen, Gbamin, Andre Gomez, Palestri on the right on loan from Man United, Calvert-Lewin and Gordon on the left. So a bit of a strange team. I'm expecting to win. Their goalkeeper's only 70 rated. They've dropped Olsen. They've got Darlow as their backup, so maybe Shots is the order of the day. Let's get into the game and see how we get on. Oh, we need to change the kits for sure. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Goodison Park for Everton versus Chelsea. And Ruud Gullit sprung a few surprises for this one. Jorginho back into the lineup as captain today. And Ramsdale replaces Kepa. Arrizabalaga in goal. Even though he got a clean sheet against Man United, there is a change of the goalkeeper for the Dutch manager and his team. And there is Everton lining up DCL. Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front looking for a good performance. Tammy Abraham gets the nod ahead of Timo Werner. And a few other changes as Marlon comes in to replace Gabriel Barbosa on that right-hand side of the front three. So let's get into the game and watch the action unfold. Here's Everton that get us underway with Gbamin into Holgate. Godfrey, was that a little Rabona pass from the off inside 40 seconds, which is mightily impressive from a centre-back such as Holgate. Andre Gomez is surely going to look to play Digne in. He does get the ball from Gordon on the overlap. Reece James is there and manages to keep it in play whilst making the tackle as well. Mason Mount, who had a good game against Man United in the last fixture, finds Kovacic. Kovacic out to Hudson-Odoi. Holds the ball up well, tries to give it back into Kovacic. Mason Mount invites Reece James forward from right back. Reece James, just a heavy touch and showed too much of the ball to Andre Gomez, and Gordon has got space to run into, and he's played it through to Calvert-Lewin. A very pacey start from Everton, but Rudiger once again Proven to be a bit of a stalwart at the back for Ruud Gullit. And we know that Ruud Gullit likes a good, strong defender. To see what can happen here. Mason Mount. Out to Reece James again on that right-hand side. He's getting a lot of joy. The young English fullback. That's going to fall to Marlon. He's going to put it into Tammy Abraham, who turns, gets a shot off, and it's 1-0 Chelsea. And Tammy Abraham, inside 7 minutes, has given the away team the lead. And that is a perfect start for Ruud Gullit's men away from home. Come on. Lovely start. Tammy Abraham's there. The home fans fall silent. It's an assist from Marlon. And that is a cracking goal all round. As we watch the replay here, as Reece James was on the right-hand side. It was into Marlon. Marlon laid it off to Abraham. Great little bit of strength. Left-footed finish. Bang! Past the goalkeeper players. And that is 1-0 to Chelsea. And Ruud Gullit's first team goal for Chelsea in the Premier League, which is always a good thing to score in it, as it flies into the net. Keeper given absolutely no chance. 1-0 Chelsea. Jorginho looks to pick out Mason Mount. And Everton seem to be struggling with the numbers that Chelsea are getting forward here, although that's a good interception there. Pellistri on the ball. Really highly rated right winger on loan from Man United. Back to Gubamin into John Joe Kenny. At right back today, replacing Seamus Coleman. Pellistri gives that one into Allen. Over to Andre Gomez up against Mason Mount. And there's Dominic Calvert-Lewin with the turn and shot. Past Ramsdale's post. I'm not sure the keeper had that covered. He's moaning at his defenders. It was a little bit too easy for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But Everton played it well, played it patiently, as Gomez just cut inside around Kovacic into Dominic Calvert-Lewin in the shot just past the post. Kovacic up into Hudson-Odoi. He was just trying to find Jorginho there. He'd pushed on from his holding midfield role, but it's going to be a counter-attack here, and Mason Mount's got to track back. That's a good ball into Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It's set up nicely for the shot, just past the post again, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin means business today. Gordon on the left-hand side tries to put the ball in towards Calvert-Lewin again, but once again Rudiger's there. Kovacic can only get a little nod on it to get it away. Rudiger again wins the header. Jorginho feeds it out towards Hudson-Odoi, and Hudson-Odoi waiting patiently for runners. Feeds it into Mason Mount. Mason Mount shows too much of it to Andre Gomez, and Calvert-Lewin's been left in absolute acres of space. Rudiger has to come and cover, and does just about get back. Calvert-Lewin still gets a shot off, but again past the same post, and Chelsea holding on to a 1-0 lead here. Calvert-Lewin was played through by Andre Gomez. Probably should have accelerated towards goal. Saw Rudiger come in, laid it off to Pellistri, got it back and got his shot all right. Mason Mount has Reece James giving him a run on the outside again. Reece James up against Digne, and Digne with a fantastic slide tackle. Didn't fall for the shimmy that Reece James tried to sell him. And Andre Gomez and Digne keep the ball well. Jorginho has to come out and cover, but surely Gordon's got pace to get away from an ageing Jorginho. Gordon does stop, puts it onto that right foot, crosses block well. 20 minutes gone, still 1-0 Chelsea, and they've had one shot, one on target, one goal. Everton might feel a little bit aggrieved by this scoreline so far, as Digne gets it back. Andre Gomez puts the ball in. Rudiger can't, well, just let it go, and Calvert-Lewin puts it behind for a goal kick. Window Pellistri on the right. It's still Everton coming forward. Calvert-Lewin makes it 1-1. It's been coming. You can't argue with it. Calvert-Lewin's getting to good positions, but the flag is up and he is offside. That's going to be a close call. I thought that was a legitimately good goal, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin has been flagged. Oh, just offside. Great ball in from Pellistri. It remains 1-0. Jorginho picks the ball up. Abraham lays that one back to Kovacic, who sees Abraham go again, and Abraham's in. He's going to try and bend one here. Good save from players in goal. And Andre Gomez will keep it alive, but Chelsea showing there that they can put that ball through to Abraham, and he's not afraid to have a little curling effort on goal. And that was a place shot, something I don't do very much often. Terrible English. Something I don't do very often on Pro Evo is try and place my shots on full manual, because it's so hard to do it. Holgate beats Abraham to the ball. Gordon. Gomez. Oh, Calvert-Lewin's got the wrong side of Rudiger. He's sort of left on his lone left-footed strike. Good save from Ramsdale. Remains 1-0. Everton proving to be very, very dangerous though. Hudson-Odoi skips past the challenge of Kenny, and Hudson-Odoi is finding some space. Draws Holgate over. Tries to lay it back to Mason Mount. It's cleared away. It's going to fall to Jorginho on the edge of the box though. Allen with a fantastic challenge. Abraham keeps it alive for Chelsea just about. Manages to toe poke a pass to Kovacic. Mason Mount looks to dink it in towards Abraham, but Godfrey's there to cover. And Everton hold on again to fight another day, as Chelsea just look to regroup. 10 minutes till half time. And at the moment, Chelsea have a 1-0 lead. Everton have probably had the better chances in the game, but Chelsea have been clinical. Mason Mount's got onto the loose ball ahead of Andre Gomez, and he should be able to get away using his pace. Mason Mount beats past Godfrey, does he? Mason Mount can't get the shot off. And Facundo Pellistri knocks it back to Gabamin, and Mason Mount really good at running with the ball. Absolutely terrible with him when it comes to shooting, as Mason Mount plays, well, looking for a 1-2 with Rudiger, which could be a bit stupid in this situation because he's been the man that's been dealing with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Ben Godfrey goes long up to Calvert-Lewin, knocks that one down to Alan, who can feed it into Pellistri because Chilwell had to cover for the marching Rudiger. Ball goes in, Rudiger gets in front of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Pellistri's there again towards the back post. Reece James can't meet the header. And I think Gordon can't keep that in. Goal kick. Frantic end to the first. Haaland flicks it infield to Abraham, who's trying to just pass that into the path of Mason Mount. But again, it's not the best pass. And to be honest, everything that's gone down Marlon's side has sort of fallen apart, and he's not done very much other than getting the assist for the goal, which is obviously a crucial part of the game, but he's not really impressed me. As Mount is just caught on it by Gomez, trying to feed that through to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Ramsdale's got to come. Ramsdale just about gets there in the war. He hits into Rudiger and just goes past the post. It'll be a corner. Ramsdale was pretty slow off his line. I'm not going to lie. I tried to bring him out as soon as I could. It's got the backspin on the ball. Held it up. It's a great save, and Rudiger gets lucky that it only just dribbles past the post. The resultant corner from Digne. In it goes. Mason Mount is there, and John Joe Kenny got his head to it, but Ramsdale will come and collect. Tried to get Abraham on the move quickly, but it's a bit of a wasted possession there for Chelsea as Everton go long. Ben Chilwell's underneath it. He'll clear it away. That will be half-time, I'm sure. Although Abraham can't quite get there. It is half-time, 1-0. It's Tammy Abraham's goal that is the difference at the moment. As you can see there, all in Everton's favour. They've had possession, they've had shots, but that one shot on target has been clinical for Chelsea and Ruud Gullit's men, and it's Tammy Abraham who gives them a 1-0 lead. So one change at half-time for Chelsea, which is Azpilicueta coming on to replace Reece James. Ruud Gullit looking to maybe just keep it a bit more solid at the back and not asking his fullbacks to push on as high. Marlon, you can argue, is lucky to stay on the pitch after that pretty poor first half performance, but overall the front three of Chelsea haven't actually performed brilliantly from anyone. Jorginho tries to pick out the aforementioned Marlon. Marlon comes forward again. It's a wayward pass, and Abraham was trying to run in behind, but the pass was nowhere near him. Chilwell picks this one up. Hudson-Odoi into Chilwell. Mason Mount just looks to shield the ball from Gomez and turn away from him really well. Mason Mount tried to see that he saw the gap, tried to put it into Kovacic, but the goalkeeper Players comes out and covers it very well indeed and fires a ball into the path of Facundo Pellistri. Rudiger knocks that on but couldn't quite get the angle on it, and Azpilicueta tried to fire a pass up towards the strikers. It wasn't good, and Everton hold on to possession. Abraham flicks it around the corner to Kovacic. Kovacic just holds it up, tries to put it in towards Abraham. Abraham, oh, he's stretched, couldn't quite get there for his second, and it turns out an easy catch for Players in goal for Everton, and once again he fires that ball out with a low kick to Andre Gomez. Gordon into Pellistri, out to Alan. Pellistri again, who's robbed very easily by Jorginho, plays that up towards Abraham, and Abraham sees Marlon, and Marlon, does he have the legs? Digne, great strength there to push Marlon off the ball, and John Joe Kenny just recovers, hands the ball off to Alan, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin has done really well to win that header. It was an awkward angle for the striker. Alan tries to give it back to Pellistri, flicks that inside to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Tomori has covered him, it's gone back to John Joe Kenny. Rudiger goes out to meet Alan. Mason Mount up against Gomez, into Gordon. Gordon's there, Ramsdale, great save, and Tomori just sort of flicks it away. Mason Mount tries to launch a counter-attack here for Chelsea. Ben Godfrey wins the header. Digne back to his goalkeeper, and Everton hold on, and well, Chelsea hold on to a lead more than Chelsea, just trying to take the sting out of the game. Abraham back to Kovacic, into Jorginho. Chelsea happy just to hold the ball around the edge of the area and waste some time as Marlon was offside. An hour gone, still 1-0 up, but Chelsea happy to try and maintain some possession here and get a foothold in this game, even though they've got a 1-0 lead. It's not been vintage Gullit tactics and team play. Let's see how the rest of the game unfolds going into the last sort of 20-ish minutes, as I think Rudiger and Pellistri have a bit of a collision. Chilwell looks to just clear his lines and get it away. Gomez intercepts. Up it goes towards Gordon. Azpilicueta, the substitute, with a really good tackle. Mason Mount, I saw the run of Tammy Abraham. It would have been a good pass. Marlon Does get it through to Abraham. Was he caught there? No, referee says play on, which is a little bit annoying because it definitely looked like Holgate caught him on the ankle. John Joe Kenny. Up it goes to Palestri. Can't keep that in. 66 minutes gone, 1-0 Chelsea. Hudson-Odoi has been robbed by Alan, and luckily Calvert-Lewin doesn't have too much support. Palestri can give it back out to John Joe Kenny. John Joe Kenny tries to put a cross in. Tomori's underneath it. Great header from Tomori. And between them, Kovacic and Mason Mount do a good job there. And Hudson-Odoi is looking to hit Chelsea on a counter-attack. Abraham is keeps it alive. Hudson-Odoi. Surely fouled there. No, referee again says play on. No free kicks being given against Everton in this one. It's cleared away. Tomori places himself well in front of Calvert-Lewin. Jorginho just has enough time to comfortably bring that down, and now surely that is a yellow card for Calvert-Lewin. It's the first free kick I think Everton have given away, and it's just the talking to for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. A lucky boy, I would say, because that looked like a horrendous tackle as it was flying in very, very late on Jorginho. Given away. Calvert-Lewin can say he needs to go to Specsavers all he wants, but that is definitely a free kick. So substitution for Chelsea as Timo Werner comes on to replace Marlon. The same substitution, but in reverse, that happened in the game against Man United. So Timo Werner will sit nicely onto the right-hand side, and Palestri comes off for Everton to be replaced by Alex Iwobi. As we go long, Tammy Abraham does win the header. It's a race between Digne and Werner, but Digne can see it off. Goal kick to Everton. Oh, it's a corner to Chelsea, but very interesting how it got there. Dominic Calvert-Lewin charged down a clearance, and then it hit Rudiger's back leg and went behind for a corner. Luckily, though, Chelsea have dealt with this, and Abraham tries to feed it into Werner, just couldn't get the right sort of angle on the pass. Is Calvert-Lewin offside? Doesn't matter. As Rudiger wins the header. Alan fouls again. It's got to be a yellow card soon, referee. This is shocking as Alan, the captain for Everton now, does pick up a yellow card. 15 minutes to go, still 1-0 Chelsea, and Jorginho has been battered and bruised in this one. Great header from Tammy Abraham. John Joe Kenny with the acrobatic clearance. Everton did make a substitution. I didn't quite see who came on and who went off. I think it's in central midfield though. As no, Pjanić has come on to replace Dominic Calvert-Lewin, potentially. Andre Gomez. Here is the striker. It's a great run. He's got in off the back, and Ramsdale's beaten. It's 1-1. The substitute has come on the pitch and made an instant impact for Everton. Pjanić. It's a lovely finish past Ramsdale. You can argue should be doing better. It wasn't hit with too much power, but it was a great run off the back of Jorginho, whose old tired legs seem to be slowing him down. And it's 1-1 here at Goodison Park. Feels as we get into the last 10 minutes that this Chelsea team are lacking the pace and energy of N'Golo Kante. But here is Mount, and he's going to try and find Timo Werner. He just got the cross wrong, but nearly snuck in at the near post. So another sub for Chelsea, then Havertz on for Kovacic in central midfield. And Kovacic's legs were just getting tired towards the end of that game, or towards the end of his stint, sorry. 10 minutes to go. Still 1-1 here at Goodison. Lucas Digne on the ball, and it's a great tackle from Tomori to try and feed it away from him. Tomori trying to play that inside. Timo Werner will get there to keep this alive, but it's great tracking back from Everton. Substitutions for both teams, but for Chelsea, Gabriel Barbosa comes on for Tammy Abraham up top. Mason Mount tries to feed in Timo Werner, who has just got a bit of space here from Lucas Digne. Dinks it in looking for Hudson-Odoi. It's going to fall to Kai Havertz. Maybe could have had a shot, but it just didn't fall nicely for him. Ben Chilwell puts a cross in looking for Barbosa, but it's a great header away under pressure. But Havertz and Mason Mount nicked the ball. And then got taken out by Gabamin, and nothing was given. As Jorginho lets that one go, and Iwobi could be in. Rudiger's got to get back. Come on, son. Kovacic. Andre Gomez. Kovacic. It's a good block. It's a good block. It will be a corner throw-in. Alan on the ball from the throw-in. We've managed to regroup a little bit, but Alan's done well here. He's going to lay this one in too. Alex Iwobi. Rudiger's not falling for those tricks as he brings it away. Rudiger. He's giving it away to Gabamin, and now we're going to be a defender short. Tomori, what a header that is. He's had a great game, keeping his place in the team today. Mason Mount surely fouled there. Referee says no. Havertz will pick up the loose ball. Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is going all on his own. It's Kai Havertz. He's hit it straight at the keeper, and Godfrey can't clear it. Digne puts it away. It should have been a goal. Should have brought the arrow out. I should have brought the manual assist arrow out. Kai Havertz. I've just gone for power, and I've hit it straight at a really rubbish goalkeeper. And Digne cleared it behind. As we've got who's our best player? Mason Mount is our best free kick corner taker. I'll get there eventually. And Mason Mount to swing this one in. He goes in towards Hudson-Odoi. Gabamin's there to win the header. Ben Chilwell up against Andre Gomez. Can't find a way around him. Back to Kai Havertz, who missed that glorious opportunity. Teleports through the referee. Tries to tink it in towards Timo Werner. It's sort of cleared away. Tom Davies, who's come on for Everton and all that melee. But it's 1-1 it finishes. Should have won it at the end with Kai Havertz. Oh. It's a decent performance. I felt like we played better against Man United, to be honest. But positives. There's positives to take away. Only 3 shots. That's not very positive. Hudson-Odoi on a 4.5. Chilwell 4.5. Ramsdale on a 4.5. Yeah, Ramsdale's not... I don't think he's doing it for me. Crystal Palace got a 0-0 draw with Southampton. It's a bit too early to worry about results at the moment. Although Man United lost 1-0 to West Ham. And Man City 1-1 with Leicester. Fulham win. Liverpool win. Yeah, standard really. As West Ham go top of the table. Sheffield United, Spurs and Arsenal complete the Champions League places, which is bizarre when you look at it that way. But we are going to go into the last bit of the negotiations. Let's see what news we've got. As Mason Mount has picked up an injury sometime in September, he'll be back. Milinkovic-Savic has declined our offer, which is annoying. And we've got some monthly reports, but that is infuriating that Milinkovic-Savic didn't want to move to us, because now I'm pretty sure he doesn't stay on the scouted list. No, I should have just paid cash. Shouldn't have tried to go for a fancy little trade, but here we go. Into deadline day. We've still got a bloated squad. We've not really found any sort of form. As Camacho, I mean, yeah, I'm probably just going to accept that, to be honest, because he's not going to get any game time with us. He's not good enough. He might go off to Celtic, and that will take us with 10 hours left of deadline day. It looks like there's going to be some more movement. We've got Concala. Stop finding people from Crystal Palace. It's infuriating. I just don't want to nick all their players. Oh, Kieran Tierney at left back. Interesting. Insigne, Osimhen. Go for Burnett at right back. Could do. I can't imagine he's on a big wage. 59,000. Oh, do we just chuck a load of money at someone? We've got 100 million to spend. We all know I do want Dybala. I just don't think we can afford his salary. Am I fixed? I know I'm wearing a Dybala shirt. That's how fixated I am. And he is 30 as well. We could potentially get him on loan, but I'd rather buy him. Loans are broken in Provo, so right. I can. Who do you want? Let's sort by market value and see who's the most expensive player we can give them. I mean, Jorginho, 43 million, done. We'll give you 43 million, and we'll give you around 60 million cash as well. And we'll bump your salary up to the maximum pretty much we can afford. Well, with Jorginho going, we should get a little bit of play. I imagine a 2-year contract. We won't give you one. Appearance fee, you can get a bit. Goal bonus, you can get loads. Win bonus, you can get a fair bit as well. It's not my money, is it? So, there you go. We'll put in another bid for Dybala. And if not, then we're going to go and look for another striker. As no, declined our offer again. Timo Werner, and see what they've offered there. 76 million for a guy that is sort of misfiring. 76 million. I mean, Eden Hazard's now 32. It is sorting by market value. What did they offer? That's more than anyone in their team is worth. I mean, Vinicius Jr., they haven't actually updated their team all that much, to be honest, which is why there's not that high value in it. They've brought in Zaniolo. I mean, if it was 3 years ago, I probably would have brought in Eden Hazard. I'm going to negotiate. Let's say, I mean, 85 million. But what am I going to do with the money? That's the thing. What am I going to do? No one really wants to move to us. What's his salary? He's on 119, so it would free up quite a lot. Got Barbosa and Abraham. I think I'd rather keep Werner. He's very, very good. He is very, very... I think I'm just going to reject it, which is, I know is potentially the wrong thing to do. I'm going to reject it. I think once I get used to Werner and how he plays, I think he's going to be good. I do think he's going to be very, very useful, but there's no harm in bringing in a striker to compete with him. So let's go and we'll have a look at some strikers again. I mean, obviously Mbappe would be ridiculously good to bring in. Even a 36-year-old Messi would probably be very good. Marcus Rashford. I could see Rashford, but that's not Rashford from United to Chelsea. Nah, not really something you would expect to see, is it? Lewandowski at 35. Aguero's going to be old. I just don't know. Griezmann's just moved to PSG. Ansu Fati at 21. 170 million release fee is absolutely insane. How old's Lautaro Martinez? He's only 26. He's very deadly. I've had him online in my club, and he is very, very deadly. João Felix. Again, Isaac, 38 million release fee. I'm going for Isaac. I'm just going to pay his release fee and get it done. Yeah, 38.1. I think it's a good deal. You want 129,000? What the hell? That's insane. We'll try and give you a load of bonuses. No, he's not going to move, is he? He's not going to move. You can't offer them less and still expect him to move. Okay, we could try Haaland. It's just his balance at 70 isn't very good, but he's absolutely class, isn't he? He's absolutely class. Injury resistance 1. I don't think he's really been injured for Dortmund, has he? And he's got a super sub trait, fighting spirit, penalty, first time shot, heel trick, acrobatic finish, rising shot. 75 million. Is that they want 98? Is that what that means? I mean, 110 million for Haaland. He's not convinced about moving for us, but at least we've got some play with the salary. Right, we're going for it. It's going to leave us with 6 hours left in the window. We're going for a big purchase in Erling Haaland. Is it going to happen? Is it going to come off? Yeah, Barbosa, we know he's still not finding form. Haaland has declined our offer. Ridiculous. Zuma from Olympic Lyonnais. Well, we're not using Zuma. We're using Tomori more at the moment as our backup. So let's go and see what they've offered for Zuma. 14 million. No, I'm just gonna reject that out of hand. That's not what I'm looking for. So we'll end that negotiations. I'm disappointed in our scouts. They've really not found anything. I mean, we're giving him a big pay rise and he still said no. Dybala, we actually asked to give him a huge pay cut, so I'm not surprised he said no. But scouting, I mean, we could go for Osimhen. It is a very good, quick striker. Go and see how much Lucy. Salary 59, market value 59. That's so expensive. Pavard at 36 is better. Spasov, I've just never used him before, and he seems a bit meh, doesn't he? Do we go for Osimhen as a sort of third choice option striker? Great balance, great speed. Finishing's decent. Can't really pass. It's got a 58 million release fee. 40 million. 64 grand. It's not going to eat. It shouldn't eat into our budget too much. So let's go 32. We'll offer you 70 grand. 2 years. That's fine. If we can get him on that sort of cheap deal, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. So let's see if we've got something. So Osimhen, not exactly what we wanted. They want 9 million more. And Kante from Barcelona. Niang can go. I'm happy with Niang going. That's not a problem. So let's go and have a look at our bids first. Kante, 77 million. Wow, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for an aging player. Niang, 7 point. I'm just going to accept it for Niang. Oh, that's going to take 2 hours. I'd rather get. It would be Osimhen in, Niang out, which is sort of a deal I'll be happy to renegotiate. I mean, 38 is below his market value. Let's try. That's going to take 3 hours. We say no to that. I just want to see what's the best way I can do this. Kante, we're going to keep Kante. I'm obviously not going to sell him. Niang, if we accept this, it's going to take 2 hours. And I'm hoping 2 hours then gives us enough time to confirm the Osimhen deal. And we'll just pay that little bit extra because we've got rid of Niang. He's quick. He's rapid. It's a sort of stopgap until we get someone better. Go on then. We'll bring in Victor Osimhen. It's not the signing I wanted. It's not Dybala or Haaland, but you guys wanted a striker, and this is the only one worth out there. What's annoying about it is that it's sort of like a Fellaini Man United deal, isn't it? It's a deal we could have got done so much earlier in the window, but we waited till the last minute. No other strikers really came up, and well, now we're going into the Champions League, and there's the guy we didn't sell, N'Golo Kante, held off interest from Barcelona. And it's widely believed you'll easily make it past the group stage. How are you feeling about the prospects? Yeah, we can win the group. Let's be positive. We can win the group. That's we can definitely do that. Definitely do that. As N'Golo Kante Not the most vocal of people, but I guess he is club captain at the moment. So, and into the Champions League we go. Unfortunately, going to have to skip that so I don't get copyright striked and all that good stuff. But here we are then. So Mount has fully recovered. We've got the best 11. We've got August earnings. Negotiations have failed with some people, but Osimhen should be in, hopefully. Scouting wise, who have they found now? Ilicic has been found. Not too fussed about that. Fabian Ruiz, don't need any more central midfielders. Do you know what? We're going to go Italy scouting, and we're going to say we want. Basically, I want them to find Dybala. That's what I want. And in here, we're going to go striker. Strikers are where it's at. And Osimhen deal did go through. And he should be at the bottom of this list. There he is, Victor Osimhen. Lovely stuff. 84 rated. So we have got a very attacking line. If we bring Alberto in, do get a 93. But I was trying to sell Alberto, but he's not. We didn't sell him. He's still here, so he's part of the squad. So we'll see how it goes. But FC Porto up next, and that'll be in the next episode. And then we'll start to progress a few games. I'll probably do Southampton and Brighton offline, or would maybe do Porto and Southampton in one episode. But thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. It's a bit longer again, sorry about that, but transfer window and transfer business. I'm not entirely happy with the transfer business, but we've got a really good squad anyway. So yeah, let's. Oh, one thing I wanted to look at before we go. So if you haven't skipped off the video yet, thank you so much. And you can see when we're going to play Crystal Palace. We've got Barcelona, then Wolves, Anderlecht, Man City, Leeds, Anderlecht, Liverpool. Tough games in and around our Champions League ones. There's Crystal Palace right at the end of the year, which I think means our final game of the season is likely to be against Palace. It's just before the FA Cup final if we get there. Second to last game of the season. So it could be a very, very interesting end to the season. But thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.